Good morning, Leo. Are you heading to the kitchen for a coffee?
Morning, Anna. I was just about to, yes. I think I need some caffeine to start this Monday.
Me too. It's always a little difficult to get your brain started after the weekend.
It is. Actually, before I go, can I ask you something quickly?
Of course. What is it?
Do you have a spare 2 minutes? I would love to get your opinion on something I am working on.
I have 5 minutes before my first meeting. I would be happy to take a look.
Thank you so much. I would really appreciate it. I've been staring at my screen for the last hour, and I can't make a decision.
I know that feeling very well. Sometimes you just need a fresh pair of eyes.
Exactly. You look at something for too long, and you can't see it clearly anymore.
So, what is this important project? Show me.
It's over here on my computer. I am working on a new poster.
A poster? For what?
It's for the annual company summer party next month. The marketing department asked me to design a fun and exciting poster that we can put up around the office.
Oh, that's a lovely project to work on. The summer party is always a great event.
It is. And I want the poster to be really good, to get everyone excited about it. But I have a problem.
What's the problem?
I have created 2 different designs, and I can't decide which one is better.
So, you have 2 different versions of the poster?
Yes, I like them both for different reasons, but I think they both have some weaknesses too. I am stuck in the middle.
And you want my opinion to help you decide?
I would. Your opinion would be particularly helpful because you are in the marketing department.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, you are an expert in communication. You know what kind of design will get people's attention and communicate the information clearly.
I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I am happy to give you my feedback from a marketing perspective.
Thank you. I would really value your input.
So, show me the 2 options. Let's call them version A and version B.
Okay. This one on the left is version A.
Okay. And the one on the right is version B?
Yes. Just take a look at them for a minute, and then I would love to know your first impressions.
So, you want to know what I think.
Yes.
Which one do you prefer and why?
Be completely honest. I won't be offended if you don't like them. Constructive criticism is very helpful for a designer.
Constructive criticism. That's a great phrase. It means giving feedback that is helpful and intended to improve something, not just to criticize it.
Exactly. I am ready for your constructive criticism.
Okay, I have had a good look at both designs.
And? What do you think?
They are both very good, Leo. The overall style is very professional and fun.
Thank you. That's nice to hear. But if you had to choose one, which one would you pick?
It's a difficult choice. They both have very strong points.
Let's talk about them one by one. First, what are your thoughts on version A?
Okay, version A. I really like the color scheme you have used in this one.
The blues and yellows?
Yes, they feel very sunny and summery. They instantly make me think of a warm day at the beach. It's a very happy and positive color palette.
I'm glad you think so. That was the feeling I was trying to create.
And I think the font you have used for the text is excellent. It is very clear and easy to read.
Readability is very important for a poster. People often only look at it for a few seconds.
That's true. The most important information, the date, the time, the location, is very clear and well organized. I can see it immediately.
So the colors and the text are good.
They are very good. My only small criticism is about the main image, the photo of the beach party from last year. What do you think is wrong with it?
It's a great photo. Everyone looks so happy. But I think the photo itself is a little bit too small.
Too small?
Yes, it's in the middle of the poster, but it's surrounded by a lot of empty space. It doesn't have a big impact.
I see what you mean. The photo should be the main focus, but in this design, it's not.
Exactly. That is my only piece of feedback for version A. That is very helpful feedback. Thank you. The main photo in version A is not powerful enough.
I think you could make it bigger, and it would be much better. Now, shall we talk about version B?
Yes, please. What are your first impressions of the second option?
My first impression of version B is that it is much more dramatic and exciting.
Dramatic in a good way?
Yes, absolutely. In this version, you have used the photo of the beach party to fill the entire background of the poster.
I wanted to try something with a much bigger visual impact.
Well, you have definitely succeeded. The big, colorful photo is very eye-catching. It immediately makes me want to go to the party. It looks so fun.
So the image in this version is much stronger.
Much stronger, yes. It's full of energy. This poster would definitely get my attention if I was walking past it in the hallway.
That is exactly what a poster is supposed to do. So that is a very big point in favor of version B.
It is. However, I do have a small concern about this version as well.
I was expecting that. What is your concern?
It's about the text.
The text? What is wrong with it?
In this version, you have placed the white text directly on top of the busy photograph.
Yes, I wanted it to feel very integrated with the image.
I understand the idea, but I think the text is a little bit difficult to read.
Really? You think so?
Yes, the background photo has many different colors and shapes, and the white text gets a little bit lost. It doesn't stand out as much as it did in version A.
So the most important information, the date and the time, is not as clear.
Exactly. My eyes are drawn to the exciting photo, but I have to work a little bit harder to read the details.
Thank you, Anna. Your feedback is so clear and helpful. Let me summarize what you said.
Okay.
For version A, you liked the bright, summery colors and the very clear, easy-to-read text.
That's right. The communication of the information is excellent in that one.
But for version A, you felt that the main photograph was too small and did not have enough impact.
Correct. The visual element was a little bit weak.
Then, for version B, you loved the big, powerful background photograph. You said it was very eye-catching and exciting.
Yes, the visual impact of that one is fantastic.
But for version B, you felt that the text was a little bit difficult to read against the busy background.
Exactly. The communication of the information was a little bit weaker in that one.
So, it's interesting. Each design has an opposite strength and an opposite weakness.
It is. Version A has great text, but a weak image. Version B has a great image, but weaker text.
This is why I was so stuck. I couldn't decide which was more important, the text or the image.
They are both very important. A good poster needs both. It needs to be visually exciting, and it needs to communicate the information clearly.
So, what do you think I should do? Which one should I choose?
I think the answer is obvious.
It is?
You shouldn't choose either of them.
I shouldn't? You think they are both bad?
No, I think they are both very good. But I think you can create a third version, a version C.
A version C? What do you mean?
I think you should combine the best parts of both designs.
Combine them. That is a very interesting idea. I hadn't thought of that.
You should take the big, powerful, full-page background photo from version B.
So I start with the most eye-catching element.
Exactly. That is what will grab people's attention.
But what about the problem with the text? It will still be difficult to read.
Not if you use some of the ideas from version A.
How?
In version A, you had the text inside clean, colored boxes. Remember? The date was in a yellow box, and the location was in a blue box.
Yes, the boxes help the text to stand out from the background.
Precisely. So, what if you take the big background photo from version B, but you put the text inside those nice, clean, semi-transparent colored boxes from version A?
So the boxes would be on top of the photo.
Yes, they could be slightly transparent, so you can still see the photo through them, but they would provide a clean, solid background for your text.
So I would have the big, impactful photo and also the clear, easy-to-read text.
You would have the best of both worlds. You would have the strength of version A and the strength of version B, all in one perfect design.
Anna, you are a genius. That is a brilliant solution. It is so simple and so effective.
Sometimes you just need an outside perspective to see the obvious solution.
That is such a fantastic idea. I can already see it in my head.
I'm glad I could help.
I am going to try it right now. I will create a new file, version C.
Do you want me to stay and watch?
If you have a minute, yes. I can make the changes very quickly.
I have a few more minutes before my meeting. I would love to see the new version.
Okay. So, first I will take the big background photo from version B. Now I will copy the text boxes from version A.
And you will paste them on top of the photo.
Yes. Let me just arrange them nicely. I will put the main title at the top and the date and time at the bottom.
That looks good. The layout is very balanced. Now you just need to make the boxes a little bit transparent.
Yes, I will change the opacity. Let's try 70%.
What does opacity mean?
It's a design term. It means how see-through something is. 100% opacity is a solid color. 0% opacity is completely invisible.
So 70% means it is mostly solid, but a little bit see-through.
Exactly. Okay, I've done it. Now, what do you think?
Leo, it's perfect. It looks amazing.
Do you really think so?
I do. The background picture is so energetic and fun, but all the important information is perfectly clear and easy to read.
And the semi-transparent boxes look quite stylish. They add a nice design element.
They do. This version is so much better than the other two. It is a huge improvement.
I agree.
It feels so much more balanced and professional.
I am so happy that I could help you find a solution.
You did more than just help. You basically solved the problem for me. I was completely stuck.
No, you had already done all the hard work. You had created all the design elements. You had the right photo and the right text. I just helped you to put them together in a new combination.
It was your fresh pair of eyes that saw the solution. That is why feedback is so important in a creative job.
It is. You can't design in a vacuum. You need to get opinions from other people.
And your opinion was especially valuable. As I said, you are in marketing. You think about the audience.
Well, I was thinking about our colleagues. What kind of poster would make them stop and read?
And this version C is definitely the answer.
I think so. It is both beautiful and functional.
Beautiful and functional. That is the definition of good design.
I'm going to send this version to Ms. Schmidt, my boss, for her final approval. But I am very confident that she will love it.
I'm sure she will.
I feel so much better now. I was so frustrated this morning, but now I feel so clear and so happy with this result.
That is the power of collaboration. When you work together, you can create something that is better than what you could create by yourself.
A very wise observation. Well, I have to go now. My meeting is about to start.
Of course. Thank you again so much for your time and your brilliant ideas.
It was my absolute pleasure. I really enjoyed being part of your creative process.
I owe you a coffee. I will bring you one back from the kitchen after my meeting.
You are too kind. A large latte would be lovely.
You've got it.
This whole conversation has been a great example of how to give and receive feedback in a professional way.
It has. What do you think are the most important rules for giving good feedback?
I think the most important rule is to always start with the positive.
Yes, you did that very well. You told me what you liked about each design first.
It's important because it shows that you respect the other person's work. It makes them more open to hearing your criticism.
That is so true. If you only say negative things, the other person will feel defensive.
The second rule is to be specific. Don't just say, "I don't like it." Explain why.
You said the photo was too small and the text was difficult to read. Those are very specific comments.
It helps the other person to understand the problem. And the third rule is to focus on the work, not the person.
What do you mean by that?
You shouldn't say, "You are bad at choosing photos." You should say, "This photo is not very impactful."
So you are critiquing the design, not the designer.
Exactly. It's a very important difference.
So the 3 rules for giving good feedback are start with the positive, be specific, and critique the work, not the person.
That is my personal philosophy, yes. And I think it works very well.
It certainly worked very well this morning.
And what about receiving feedback? What are the rules for that?
That is an equally important skill. I think the most important rule is to listen openly.
To not be defensive.
Yes, to understand that the other person is trying to help you, not to attack you. You were very good at that this morning. You didn't get angry with my comments.
I was just happy to get your help.
The second rule is to ask clarifying questions if you don't understand something.
To make sure you really understand their point of view.
And the third rule, which is the most important, is to say thank you.
To show that you appreciate their time and their input?
Even if you don't agree with their feedback, you should still thank them for giving it.
That's a very professional attitude to have.
I think this has been a very educational conversation for both of us.
It has. I am going to remember these rules for our next project together. Oh no, I really must go now. I am going to be late.
Okay, I'll let you go. Have a good meeting.
You too. And I look forward to seeing the final poster up on the wall.
I'll send you the final file this afternoon. Thanks again, Anna.
Anytime, Leo.